Hey everybody, it's Grant, and today we have one of my favorite channels once again that we're reacting to, The Richest. The last video I did on this individual person wasn't as fun. The boat was older, and so today we're going to react to another video with him in there. It just came out a couple days ago, at least when I'm videoing this, and it's Donald Trump's $3 billion lifestyle.
Before Donald Trump served as the outspoken and divisive president of the United States, he was famous for being rich. Stay tuned to see his collection of...
And it's crazy too, like, you know, love him or hate him, he's done a lot of crazy stuff in real estate. And I'm a real estate enthusiast, investor, all that stuff. So I enjoy what he's done. But if you're in the business of real estate and you have the power of age and time on your side, right? He doesn't have the power of time anymore, but he has the power of age. You would think that he'd be worth $10-15 billion these days, but he's made some mistakes, and at least he's maintained it. But poof, yeah, back in the day, he was the rich dude. Now it's kind of like being the tall guy and when you're young, you know, or tall girl, and when you're playing sports and you're out doing everybody else, then eventually the other 8-year-olds grow up, and sometimes they pass you up. So it's weird. It's weird to watch his growth. It's weird to watch his wealth not surpass what it's been for the years. And honestly, it's kind of declined. It just, you know, I don't know. I don't feel one way or another about it, but I'd like to see it be better with all the things that you know at this point, you know, not go down. Man.
$1 million mansions. In true Trump fashion, the most expensive property in his collection is the Trump National Doral Golf Club.
Wait, is this thing 46 minutes long? No, stop it. Stop it. Wait, what?
And for a while, it proved to be a good investment for the Trumps. Before the pandemic, the resort was bringing in over $70 million a year, according to official financial disclosures he made while still in office. Unfortunately for them, their success was short-lived. The effects of his controversial presidency and the global travel restrictions of the pandemic proved catastrophic for the hospitality and tourism market. Their profits fell by more than $33 million, which is an enormous drop of over 40% in revenue.
And another thing, I don't know if golf courses are genuinely profitable, because, like the one here, they have a hard time. They built the golf course for the subdivision. It's called Graywood. It did great for years, but understand it's a lot of upkeep. So they did that to sell houses and then to have a golf course to make people want to live there. And they've had a lot of controversy with how much it cost. After the subdivision was built, nobody wanted to make sure they still paid the loss that the golf course made. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's great, and I'm sure it costs $1,200 to play around here, if not more. I mean, it's probably more because the casinos cost $500-600 for a round. It's nuts. Golf is so expensive, so expensive.
The club has definitely gone through some ups and downs. However, 2016 brought a fresh start to the estate. The Trump National Doral Golf Club underwent a $250 million renovation.
That ain't cheap.
The makeover was unveiled by Trump's daughter, Ivanka Trump. The resort currently has 643 guest rooms and over 100,000 square feet of space.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a hotel resort like that, that makes more sense. I'm sure that's what it is, but just talking about the golf course in general. Like, oof, I don't know. But I'm sure people want to play there. It's not a big golfer.
We guess for some people, there is such a thing as too much gold leaf. As of 2020, the house is on sale for $32 million. In Trumpland, there is no such thing as too many golf courses. In 2002, Trump National Golf Club bought an estate in Bedminster for $35 million.
But like, think of the upkeep on these things. Like, you have to, I don't see buying a bunch of these, because when you have to renovate them, you're just taking out more debt, or you're paying more of your cash. I don't see it. I don't see it. Like, get one golf course, diversify the rest. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't want a golf course, from what I've seen.
It's located 40 miles west of New York City, and Trump immediately began renovating it into a luxury club and golf course. They managed to have it opened in time for the 4th of July in 2004. Bedminster offers a 36-hole golf course, a 16-acre practice facility, an indoor golf learning centre, and even equestrian facilities. But these perks don't come without a hefty price. As of 2016, the reported membership fee was $300,000.
See, that's what I'm talking about with golf. And then let's talk about one other elephant in the room. Like, if you have all these businesses that make this much money, great. But if you have a lot of businesses that start losing money, pandemic, this, or that, you still got to pay property tax on that stuff. I mean, golly. And there's only so much with taxable ways to avoid your taxes, like cost segregation, right? By you're going to take your property and you're going to depreciate it faster, so that way you can make more profit in the beginning and pay your taxes later. I mean, it's a great function. It costs a lot of money to do it, but it's awesome. And you can already depreciate your properties, right? Like my paint's getting worse, I got to redo it, I got to update it, and you can't. It's a very simple way and a very simple concept that makes a whole lot of sense, because when you renovate it and stuff, you need to be able to depreciate that. So anyway, yeah, and just too many golf courses.
Joe Biden handily beat Donald Trump in the 2020 election, so Trump had to say goodbye to Air Force One. However, the former president still has a private jet of his own, a $100 million Boeing 757. At least, that's what it used to be worth. The once glorious private jet has high-grade leather seats, rare mahogany cabinets, and even a bathroom sink made of 24-karat gold. There's just one problem. Trump's jet is in serious disrepair and lying idle on an airport ramp in Orange County, New York. Even though the plane is exposed to the elements and rusting in the rain, it's still worth millions of dollars. The parts alone are worth a small fortune. Let's take a look at Trump's...
Speaking of earlier, right? We're still talking about when you have to repair stuff. I'm so tired of paying insurance every year, and it sucks. And like, I don't want to have insurance repairs. I want to be protected, but it almost makes me understand why people self-insure. Now down here I can't because of hurricanes. I cannot self-insure because of hurricanes. But if I lived somewhere else and I was as big as I am now or bigger, I would consider it, every month, just putting that much money into a fund to repair them if something bad happened, and maybe insuring half of my properties and leveraging my bets. I don't know. I might be giving bad information here. I haven't thought this through, but it's just insurance, taxes, maintenance is so expensive. The bigger you get, the more bills you have. And I don't know what it's like to be worth billions, but my properties are worth 20 million. Or 16 million. We're almost to 20. It's probably worth a little bit more now because we finished a few. But I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot, folks. It's a lot of maintenance. I feel for the guy. And that dude breaks. Shoot, it costs a lot to fix a normal plane, right? My buddy's got one. I won't buy one because my buddy's got one. He spends a lot of money on a plane. Stupid.
Gold-plated private jet. Trump's Boeing 757 is absolutely massive, fitting for a guy with such a big personality. It's 47 meters long and has a...
Personality and ego, I'm just saying. And like I said earlier, if you're trying to pinpoint this as a political thing, as Trump's personality goes, he is very proud of himself, right? I don't mind Trump in the slightest. I actually like him unless he's tweeting. When he tweets, he drives me nuts.
38-meter wingspan. That means it's about 3 times larger than most private jets.
So stupid.
Trump has appropriately dubbed his flying luxury palace Trump Force One. He actually didn't use the jet at all while he was in office. Presidents can...
He had to have named that recently, right? That's funny. That's funny.
Can only fly on Air Force One. Trump Force One is one of the largest privately owned corporate jets in the world, and it's quite obvious that it's owned by the Donald. Trump has his name plastered on the side of the jet, just in case there is any confusion as to who owns the flying fortress. Would you expect anything less from a man who's obsessed with putting his name on everything? Trump's 757 is configured for 43 passengers, which is significantly less than the 230.
And I'll speak to that as well. Like I have my company, Navarre Ventures, right? My name is in the title of the company. I mean, you're proud of what you do. You don't have to make a name for it. You use your name. I think it's cool, but he does put it on everything. It's not wrong. But I will say, this year, I'm making Navarre Ventures koozies. It's been on my list. Navarre Ventures koozies, Navarre Ventures hats. So, advertising, too far? Comment below.
39 passenger capacity of a commercial 757. 18 of the seats on the jet are executive class. Trump completely modified his 757 and turned it into a spacious flying mansion.
I think it's way too
Trump
big.
Force One has plenty of legroom, unlike a commercial 757. Trump Force One isn't just luxurious, it's powerful too. It's equipped with 2 Rolls-Royce RB211 turbofan engines.
All right, as we've said, big plane, costs a lot of money to keep up. Next.
It could also be due to Trump's current reputation. In 2019, Bloomberg produced an article that discovered Trump's tower was New York's least desirable luxury building, with most condos since 2016 being sold for a loss.
And that's another thing, maintenance, upkeep. I just, this is what I'm getting at. It's just as scary to start as it is to expand, right? Where do you just level off? Where do you start investing smarter versus harder? Life's just not that easy, folks, no matter how much money you have or don't have. It all come with consequences, all come with risk. And at the same time, when you have money or you have a platform or you have anything, when you fail, there's a lot more eyes watching you than when you're trying to get up to those levels. So I have no idea what it's like to be a billionaire. But in my town, people know who I am. Here on YouTube, you know who I am for a small portion. And honestly, if I failed, that would suck. And a lot more people are watching now. So it's one of my biggest fears. So you gotta work smart. Smart moves. Spend smart money. Be smart. Don't just do dumb stuff and make gold toilets.
Mar-a-Lago is filled with excessive luxury, like $7 million worth of gold decor and a gift shop full of Donald Trump souvenirs. The businessman turned...
So basically, the rest of this video seems like some recap of the same stuff. We've seen a lot of cool stuff. I wish there was something new that we didn't know about, but I've never really looked at Mar-a-Lago. So this was interesting for me. Too long of a video. I'm going to find something shorter, maybe for a third, maybe in a couple months or something, if it comes out, it's normal and faster paced. So, all that being said, that's it for the video, guys. If you enjoy videos like this, please power up that like button, hit that subscribe button, and notification bell. I hope you have a fantastic afternoon. I 100% believe in you. And don't expand too fast because maintenance will become a problem. Have a great day.